Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Maurice Bishop, founder of Life is Game of Chess. I wanted to share with y'all a game that I played on LeeChess.org. This guy named was Pegula. He's a strong 2200 player. I believe he was like a 2255, and I'm like 2244. Yeah, man, we played a very interesting game. Some tactics involved. So I'm gonna share with y'all my thoughts, and hopefully y'all can uh, play it within y'all game. All right. So I played as white. He played as black. So how the move go? He goes. I go e4. He goes d6, d4, knight f. I'm sorry, not knight f6. Pawn g6, knight c3, bishop g7, bishop e3, c6, and f3. As you can see, what he's playing, my opponent's playing a Pirc Defense, whereas I'm playing the Samisch variation. Whereas the Samisch variation, the whole concept of it is going for the kingside attack by pushing the pawn to g4, which is why my pawn is on the f3, so that my f3 pawn can support the pawn on g2 to g4. But you about to see that in a minute. Knight f6, queen d2. He castles kingside. I go h4 again. This is the whole concept of the same variation when I'm starting the kingside attack by going to h2 to h4. Like Ginger GM always say, Harry the h pawn. So of course my opponent blocks with pawn a7 and h5. To stop my pawn promotion push, or not pawn promotion, but pawn push. I immediately go bishop a6 to take away his dark square bishop so that I can create dark square weaknesses around his king. He goes pawn e7 to e5, try to do a break. I immediately take on bishop captures g7. Also, I'm threatening queen a6, as y'all can see, because then after that, it'll just be crazy. So, of course, he had to take. I castle queen side. He goes queen a5. I go bishop e2, and he goes bishop e6. And I thought this was kind of weird because I really thought his move should have been b5. Really starting um, a pawn push, because I'm already about to start a pawn push on his king side. His job was to actually start doing some pawn push on the queen side as well. But in his case, he didn't do it at all. So he wound up going um, bishop e6. That's where he went. And because of this, some people said I should have just go a3, but I didn't want to go a3 right away because I still didn't like b5. Then eventually he can use that against me by going pawn to b4. So I didn't want that. So I just went d5. That's pretty much what I did. He goes c catches d5. I go e catches d5. So now I pretty much locked him, or I locked him from getting to the queenside attack. You know, and of course his knight and rook is still not out yet, but eventually will. So I need to think fast, right? So he goes bishop f5, and I go pawn to g2 to g4, hitting his bishop. And of course he goes ace capture g4. Now notice I sacrifice a pawn because I went h5. The whole point of it is to quickly open his king side. If I can get this pawn out of g6, I want to have a strong file. Have all my rooks on the g file and the h file, which is the whole point because I want to open it up. And just for y'all that that's still thinking like like what is he about to do and everything. My opponent goes rook h8. That's pretty much what he does, right? And I'm gonna tell you something. So I actually went pawn a6, right? But in this game, it seemed as though that they wanted me to go, or when I was looking at my computer, it looked like they wanted me to go f capture g4. Uh, the whole point of it, there's a couple things I want to show y'all though. I'll show you this one first. Knight capture g4. Now the variation that the my software showed me was after knight capture g4, you should just go knight f3. And this is what I saw. And I was wondering like, what if he goes rook catches a5? But then I figured, if I go like for instance, let me show y'all. This would be bad. If he take it, if he takes on h5, I'm gonna take with the rook. If he takes this, then queen g5. So notice I'm threatening um the bishop on g6. So obviously the only thing he can do is go here, but then I still got this lovely knight h4 where I'm threatening on knight f5. So this is not a very good look for the king at all, especially when I still have knight e4 coming as well. And I'm threatening, technically I'm also threatening bishop catches g4 as well, so that I can bring my rook onto this f file. So it's nasty. So he wouldn't really want to do that at all. That's not what you want to do. Also, I wanted to go back real quick because if he went h5, I wanted to show you something else. Like, because y'all probably thinking, well, what if he just takes this? What if he just takes the pawn on f3? Which wouldn't be it's not very bright, but I'm gonna show you why. So if he goes knight catches f3, a lot of y'all probably thinking, well, he'll just win the pawn on h5, but that's not really the case because then I could sack when rook catches h5. Haha, we really open him up, right? So if he takes this, then we'll go queen g5 check, right? So then after, let's say bishop g6 and everything, I still have knight h4, and you're probably thinking, well, he's still okay because he still got queen d8. Not necessarily. We got knight f5 check, and then if he comes to, I don't know, let's say, obviously you don't want to go here. I'm gonna tell you, this is the reason why you don't want to go here because this will be mate. You don't want that, right? So after knight f5, most likely he will go maybe king g8. Maybe that'll be something that he'll go. But even if he does that, y'all probably thinking white is gone from now, but he's not because he got knight e7 check. And then the only thing he could really do is probably go, like I said here, king g7, and then you still got 94, which is still crazy. And then if you want to go knight d7 and everything, then you still got bishop captures h5, which is still nasty. It's still not looking very great for this guy, as you can see. I mean, so y'all actually get the concept. Like, this is like literally not a good thing for him. I mean, he can't move his pawn because now you'll leave your bishop on g6 exposed, and he about to get mated. There's literally nothing this guy can do to get ahead. There's literally nothing because after this, this is just over. It's like no point to even explain this. This is just all over. Um, but yeah, so that was oh, excuse me, y'all. But yeah, man. So that was one of the variations. If he does stuff like that, but with me, I didn't do it. I saw pawn a6, check. My opponent goes king h7. I go queen g5, hitting the undefended knight on there. Knight b d7. I go f captures g4, and then he goes bishop e4. My software said I should have went knight f3, but I saw something better and everything by going knight captures e4. And when he take queen e7, because I'm threatening queen captures f7, checkmate. So that's what I was threatening with that, right? So my opponent goes rook f8. I go queen captures d7. My opponent went knight f2 and everything. And literally after I did queen captures d7, I was like, yo, I could be in trouble. The reason why I say this because my opponent had a counter move. He could have just went queen captures a2, threatening checkmate. And then maybe my move, I would have just went c4 with that move. You know what I mean? So, but even with this, I'm not totally. I'm not like totally dead because even after um I don't know, let's say I don't know, let's say Rook C8 that he wanted to come here or whatever, right? I still got Queen catchers on B7. Actually, I don't have Queen catchers B7. I don't. I seriously don't. I don't have that. But I'll tell you what I do have though. If he did go Rook C8, knowing me, I'll probably just go Bishop D3. Simple as that. The reason why I'm saying this is because I feel like he kind of really wouldn't have anything after this. Because even if he did wanted to come Rook catcher C4 and I take and he take, I still got King B1. And then I'm thinking he probably could have got a perpetual with this, you know. But as you see, like he don't have any more checks on me like at all. Like he doesn't. Unless I mean he can do a little tactics like this, knight D2, as you can see. If I take, he threatened Queen E4 check, and he could take my rook on H1. So that's another thing that he can do. Obviously, going to here would be bad because then he could mate me. This would be like a blunder. Because after that, there's nothing I can do after that. I can't go anywhere. So now I have to move my um, piece back, and this would just be bad, like very bad. So it's not um, very good. It's not very good at all. But yeah, but that just goes to show. I wanted to yeah, because after 92, I'm actually I'm forced to take this. I'm forced to take that. After Queen E4 check, if I go King A2, then he definitely got this, and then he'll win the pawn on H6 eventually. You know, so I thought Queen catches A2. I thought he would have had some chances with that. Yes, I'm up a piece and everything, but you know, I mean, I feel as though he has a better chances of, you know, doing something. That's just me. I thought he had a better chance. But anyway, after Queen catches D7, my opponent didn't go Queen catches A2. He went Knight F2 and everything. So I wound up going Knight F3. He goes Knight catches H1, and I go Rook catches H1. As you can see, I'm already threatening Knight G5 as well. He finally goes Queen catches A2, which is actually too late now because now I'm threatening Knight G5 check. He goes King G8. I go Pawn A7 check. Obviously, after H7, you don't want to go King G7 because of Knight E6 check, you know, and the only place he could go is King H8. And obviously, y'all probably thinking, well, maybe I'll just take that. Nope, I wouldn't take that. I would just go Queen E7, threatening checkmate on Queen F6. And of course, this would be like um, very crazy because even after F6, I still have this move Queen G7 checkmate. So that is just very nasty, very nasty, as you can see. But anyway, H7, he goes on King H8, and I go Queen E7. He goes F6. I go Knight E6. He goes Queen A1 check. I go King D2. Obviously he took, and then I just went Queen G7 checkmate. And I think at this time he was losing on time and everything, so it was kind of crazy. I actually thought that maybe he was gonna do something like Queen A5 check, maybe. But even after that, um, I don't know, I probably would just went here. You know, Queen catches D5, uh, maybe King C2. You know, I mean, I would have just did that. If he tried to I don't know, try to do something, I'll just go bishop d3, because he knows that he's about to get threatened mate. Queen g2, and then after king b3, he could try to get a perpetual, but I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. And after that, he don't have any more perpetual checks at all. Not at all. So, but yeah, so I checkmated him, and the game was over. But anyway, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this game. I hope y'all understood exactly what I was saying. If you like this video, please like. Y'all have anything that's on your mind, please comment. And also, don't forget to subscribe. All right, y'all. Peace out, man.